And welcome back to Christenberry Fieldhouse on the campus of Augusta University. Along with Blake Collins, I'm John Patrick. We are getting ready for our second game of our doubleheader this evening as the Jags will take on the Braves from UNC Pembroke. The Braves come into this ball game with a record of 10-2. They're 5-1 in the Peach Belt Conference. Unfortunately, do not have starting lineups, so we'll be learning them as you do. All right, for the Braves, starting at guard, the junior 6'1", 170. From Atlanta, Georgia, Micah Kinsey. Starting at guard, the redshirt sophomore, the 6'2", 175-pounder from Lumberton, North Carolina, number 2, David Struthers. Starting at forward, the 6'7", 210-pound junior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, number 4, Akia Pruitt. And starting at forward, the 6'7", 210-pound senior from Columbia, number 30, James Murray Boyles. For the Jags, it is the usual starting 5. Starting at guard, the 6'1" freshman, 187-pounder from Baltimore, Maryland, number 2, Tyree Myers. Starting at guard, the 5'10" freshman, the 185-pounder from San Juan, Puerto Rico, number 5, Miguel Arnold. Starting at forward, the 6'2", 225-pound senior from Alexandria, Virginia, number 13, Tyvez Monroe. Starting at forward, the 6'4", 215-pound junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil, number 22, Rafael Monteiro. And starting at forward, the 6'8", 219-pound senior from Bristol, England, number 24, Dean Williams. I do not believe Dean and Tyvez have ever beaten UNC Pembroke here. So they have some added incentive. Jags start the game with the basketball. Tyree gets it to Miguel. That shot's too hard.
Very nice pass out into Miguel, who had a very good arc on the shot and great jump through the legs on the shot, but just could not drain it.
Jamal Bryant with the basketball. Now he dishes it off. That turnaround right-hander is no good by Murray Boyles. And it's Jag basketball.
Raphael playing the back down to purity perfection there. Not over-aggressive, but standing his ground, making Pembroke try to hit an off-balance shot.
And Coach Miller wants a timeout 35 seconds into the ball game. 19:25 to go. There's no score. Okay, hopefully Coach Miller has all of that worked out. A little bit of pressure being applied by the Braves.
Trying to disrupt the tempo of the Jags offense here, but to no avail so far.
Tyree, top of the key. Now takes it right, 10 on the shot clock. Ball is out of bounds, stays with the Jags. They'll have 8 seconds to get the shot up.
Mika Kinsey's a very good free-roaming defender. Put the trap on at the right time to be able to knock the ball out of bounds.
Dean's little 10-footer soft shot was too hard. That's got to be a travel there. James Murray Boyles took a couple of steps before he took that shot. Another turnover.
1, 2 too many, but as it stands right now, we're still deadlocked with no score. So if they play good defense, it won't cost them anything.
Tyree gets it over to Tyvez. Tyvez out to Raphael. Dean drives on in. Again, the soft shot. This time it falls. Jags are on the board first.
Just his length alone and his height allows him to create phenomenal separation, and just hesitating with the arm just enough at the last split second to put that up. Dean sinks it in.
Boyles' shot is no good. Jags come away with it. Miguel dishes off. Back to Miguel, over to Tyree. All alone down the lane. Score 2 for Tyree Myers.
It was a good job of Tyree noticing that his defender was not anticipating him driving down the lane in that direction, so he couldn't come back and correct it in time.
Shot taken by Murray Boyles, and he's got the first 2 for the Braves. Tyvez has it blocked.
Very good job of getting his hand on all ball instead of contact with Tyvez's body.
And then loses the handle on it. That's going to be a foul as Jamal Bryant was driving down the lane. Foul is on Tyree, his first, team's first. We'll send Jamal to the line. First free throw is good. Aaron Bird checks in. Tyvez will sit. Both the free throws are good. We're tied at 4.
Braves right now are playing good perimeter defense.
Going to be a foul on Murray Boyles. That's going to be his first. First team foul.
It's a lot of contact down low.
Inside to Raphael. Raphael backs his man up, takes the baby hook, no good. Has not hit the rim. Jags have to put it up. 5 on the shot clock. And we've got a foul. Foul's going to be on Micah Kinsey. Nope, they called it on David Struther. Jags get 20 seconds back on the shot clock. Dean has it batted away.
Not very many times has Dean been blocked like that. Mad respect to the Brave center for doing that, but Jags still had the ball.
Right side three from Miguel was no good. Inside. Pruitt backs him up, scores the basket, and draws the foul. That's going to be on Raphael. His first, team second, but it's going to send Akia Pruitt to the line for the three-point play. Spencer Levi checks in for the Braves. Pruitt does not convert the three-point play. Nice play. Dean drives in, scores the basket.
Thing about Dean, too, yes, he's tall, and yes, he is lengthy, but he's also very agile and quick for his size, and he snuck right by the defenders on a line in good penetration, finding him on a dime to convert on the two.
We've got our media timeout. 15:58 to go in the first half. We're tied at 6. All right, the Braves will inbound under their own basket. Little turnaround is no good, but we've got a travel called on Akia Pruitt. Another turnover for the Braves.
Phenomenal defense by Robert right there. Just not backing down, standing his ground, and then making the shot inaccurate.
Aaron with the basketball now. Gets it to Robert. Aaron throws that ball away. Kinsey behind the back pass. Score the basket for Spencer Levi.
Great job of separating himself from Aaron and the defender to his left, and then switching hands at the last second to sink that ball in.
Give and go. Layup is good for Tyree Myers.
Using Dean for the give and go was perfect because it allowed the smaller Tyree to sneak through the front door and then post up on the layup for the 2.
Pruitt loses the handle. Stolen by Aaron. Stolen back for Kinsey. Kinsey drives on in, and he's fouled by Robert. It's going to be the first foul on Robert Barland. Team's 4th. It's going to send David Strother to the line. Makes the first. Darren Lucas White checks in for the Jags. As both the free throws are good. Pembroke up 10-8. Again, Braves come into this ball game with a record of 10-2. Foul's going to be on Akia Pruitt. His first. Team's 3rd. Robert goes all the way in, scores the basket.
Phenomenal job there, knowing what to do with the ball in the midst of traffic there, switching hands and just creating the 2 points.
Nice play. Hicks could not convert. Jags come away with it.
Robert again standing tall on defense too.
Get it inside to Darren, who gets it back out to Aaron. Tyree now with 15 on the shot clock. Aaron goes baseline, forces his way in there, doesn't get it to fall. And it will be Jag basketball.
No, but that was a phenomenal job against a very forceful Spencer Levi guarding underneath. Aaron just put his head down, put his shoulder down, and didn't convert, but it was very tough and a very physical play, and the Jags still have the basketball.
New shot clock. Dean Williams from about 12 feet. Good.
Aaron with yet another excellent display, a phenomenal vision there. Last split-second pass to Dean sets him up picture perfect for 2 points.
Foul on the Jags. Tyree Myers picking up his 2nd foul. He's going to sit. Tyvez is going to come back in. That's going to be an offensive foul. Carson Mounts put his shoulder into the Jag, and that's Mounts' first.
Yep. Mounts is in height-wise, the tallest person on their team at 6'10", barreling in on Dean, who is 6'7". That's going to be a great matchup to watch.
Get it inside to Dean. Dean slams it home.
Man, oh man, quick and spry, but then bringing the hammer down ferociously with that slam dunk was Dean right there. Phenomenal play.
Jags up 4. Kinsey gets it to Levi, who gets it over to Hamilton. Cam Hamilton in the game. That's going to be a foul on Robert. Robert reached in, picked up his 2nd foul. 6th team foul on the Jags. Troy Cracknell will check in for Robert.
Robert with some pretty strong minutes out of the opening half here. Very good showing thus far for him as he sits.
Kinsey over to Hamilton. Levi sets the screen. Get it into Levi, and Levi lays it up left-handed. He's got 4.
Yeah, and with the assist from Kinsey there, very good look and a very good assist pass to convert on the play.
Nice defensive play by Micah Kinsey. He batted it away from Darren. Darren reached out to grab it. It's Braves basketball. They get it into Levi. Back out to Kinsey, back into Levi. Cross court, right side 3. Good for Javian Hicks.
Troy got over there just a little bit too tardy, and when you have that much room and when you're that accurate, it's nothing but money.
Pembroke back up by 1. Into the corner, Tyvez, right side 3. Good.
He snuck by everybody. They were concentrating on the near side down low. He snuck right through on the far side, and he is as accurate as anybody from three-point range.
Hicks at the free throw line, dishes right side 3. No good for Hamilton. Jags come away with it.
Dean doing a really good job of boxing out everybody who was all around him.
Left side 3 for Aaron is no good. Levi pulls that down. They get it inside. Little turnaround right-handed hook for Mounts is good.
Tyvez did all he could there. Tried to stand tall, but just the height overpowered Tyvez right there, and the length allowed for Mounts to connect on the shot.
Tyvez's pass is batted away. Mounts comes away with it. Spencer Levi called for that foul. Here's our media timeout. 10:55 to go in the first half. We're tied at 17. All right, back at Christenberry Fieldhouse. 10:55 to go in the first half. We're tied at 17. Miguel Arnold back in the game for the Jags.
Semi-trap defense here from the Braves.
Cross corner, Miguel for 3. No good. Tyvez skies for that rebound. Has 3 Braves on him. Jags get the ball back. Tyvez for the 3. Good.
Second chance opportunities always comes back to kill you, especially when you have an opportunity to box the opposing team out and you do a putrid job at it. It was just good second chance play by the Jags to be tenacious, but bad defensive rebound effort there by the Braves.
Kinsey spins in the lane, throws up the shot, no good. Dean comes away with the rebound. Jags are up 2. Darren now swings right with it, gets it back to Dean. He fires the 3. No good.
He's been known to connect on 1 or 2 of those in the past.
Every now and then.
He's definitely got the range for it, but
inside. And score the basket for Carson Mounts. Ties the game at 19.
He's just such a physical presence down low. He's definitely the Braves version of what Dean Williams is here for the Jags. But Lord have mercy, he's dominant down low.
Wholesale changes for the Braves, and Robert will come back in for the Jags. Going to call a jump ball that'll go to the Braves.
A little bit of a low inbounds pass there. Jags did all they could to secure the ball, just could not get control of it fast enough.
Fadeaway shot. Travel is called.
That's twice now that the Braves have been denied conversions on travel calls and minor mishaps like that. That's been a massive difference in the game and where it stands right now.
Tyree and Dean are back in the game for the Jags. Troy with the basketball, gets it to Dean. Tyree. Troy, 15-footer is good.
The arc, the form, absolutely brilliant. Troy with a really good shot range to his arsenal, and you see why right there.
Spin move, throwing up the shot is Akia Pruitt, and he draws the foul from Dean. That's Dean's first, but it will send Pruitt to the line, the 7th team foul.
Yeah, and that was a really good job from Pruitt to force the Jags' hand, creating something out of nothing there with traffic all the way around him, and now he's at least got one, looking for more.
First one is good. And he makes them both. Jags get the ball across with a second to spare.
They're watching Tyree with the ball, now Tyvez, but they're forgetting about Dean underneath.
7 on the shot clock. They get it into Dean. Dean draws the foul. Foul is on Akia Pruitt, his second.
Whenever you give Dean that much room underneath, even if it's in front of the basket or underneath almost to the baseline like Dean was there, that's in his wheelhouse to create and convert on points.
Dean's first free throw is good.
He's definitely very versatile in his shot range like we saw with the attempt on the 3, but when he is down low, he is lethal.
Spencer Levi back in for the Braves. Dean makes both the free throws. Darren Lucas White back in. Tyree gets a breather. Bryant gets it to Struther, who will work it back around. Boyles with the spin move, gets it to fall.
Even with a hand in his face from Dean, that was well played on both sides. Just the Braves wanted it more.
Cam Hamilton trying to stop the inbound pass. Fouls Darren. Here's our media timeout. 7:48 to go. We're tied at 23. .748 to go in the first half. We're tied at 23. And Darren will go to the line, shooting. Shooting the 1-and-1. Makes the first. And makes them both. Nice dish off to Levi, and Levi scores 2 to tie the game.
Very excellent play. The deke on Dean to set up to go, and then the sneaky dish pass to Levi.
6 points for Spencer.
Takes Dean out of the equation, and it's a lot easier to convert on twos.
Quickly inside, Troy from the free throw line. That goes almost all the way down, comes back out.
And those are some of the most emotional, draining rim rattlers, too, because you're up 1 and you're down 1 depending on if it's going to go in or not. So your emotions on those are all over the place.
Left side 3 is no good, but a foul is called. Foul's on Dean. That's his second. Aaron comes back in. Robert comes back in. Levi's at the line. He might be shooting 3. Well, or the 1-and-1. Nanny makes them both. Darren with the basketball. Aaron and Darren play catch. They get it into Troy. Back to Aaron. Troy from the free throw line again. That's too hard. Struther with the rebound. Long 3 for Boyles. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Tyvez escapes with it. Gets it to Darren quickly up the court. Gets it back to Tyvez. Back to Darren.
Slowing the pace back down here. Making sure you get the shot you want.
Tyvez for the long 3. Misses everything. Out of bounds off Robert. Braves basketball. Tyree and Miguel come back in. Levi at the free throw line. Gets it back out to Strother. 7 on the shot clock. Strother drives down the lane, dishes off to Levi. Levi has it blocked. Put back up, no good. Put back up, score the basket.
Great tenacity down low from the Braves. Numerous times fighting and scrapping and clawing to get second and third chance rebounds. Now they're going to the line. But also, one more thing. That was tremendous effort from Aaron to come back and at least get his hand on the first shot to make it a little bit inaccurate there from Aaron's perspective. That was a very good job. But now, let's see if the Braves can finish this play off with points.
Shot is missed, and then the reach-in foul on Kinsey. And that'll be his first. Eighth team foul. That means we walk to the other end of the court, and we'll shoot the 1-and-1. Robert makes the first one. Makes them both.
It's a very good job of boxing out by Levi there. Taking out Troy from the play.
Braves have a 2-point lead. Strother with the basketball. Drives on in, dishes back out. Nice play, and score that basket for David Strother.
Robert did all he could, but you had too much rotation going on underneath for anybody to help Robert out underneath the play from Robert, and the Braves took advantage of it with the speed and the quickness. And the layup sinks in.
Miguel hits the back of the rim. Jags couldn't get it. Levi quickly up the court. Into the corner. Dishes back out. Boyles drives down the lane. Dishes off to Levi. It is found and scooped up by Jamal Bryant. And Dip wants a timeout. 4:38 to go in the half. Jags find themselves down 6. Jags will inbound. Tyree over to Miguel. Miguel gets it back to Tyree. They go inside. Troy grabs it. Right side three from Miguel is good.
Not sure they meant to set that up like that. That was a dangerous pass, but great recuperation, setting that tremendously up for that three on the opposite side for the Jags.
Back into Levi. Drives in on Borland. Turns around, throws up the shot. Good.
Very good interior work there from Levi. Picture perfect spin, and at the most pristine point on that spin, right as he comes back to his base, he puts it up, and it's gold.
Nice dish off. Robert grabs it back, has it batted away.
Levi denying Robert right there. Squeezing that hand straight through the wickets just in the nick of time to get all ball.
Here's our media timeout. 3:24 to go in the half. Jags are down 5. All right, the Braves will inbound here. They get it to Levi. Right side 3 for Hamilton. Good.
When traffic gets in the way and you leave one man open, it's tough to recuperate to get back to him. And they create money off of the shot.
Tyvez from the free throw line. Good. Strother drives, stops, pulls up, no good. Got a foul on the Braves, away from the ball. They called it on David Strother. His second was not away from the ball. Miguel, left side 3, that's good.
That was phenomenal vision there by the Jags, and especially Darren there. Last split second, pristine pass out to beyond the arc, and they convert beautifully.
Foul on the Jags, that's on Troy. Troy's first foul. The Braves are in the double bonus. Mounts is at the line to shoot 2. Does make the second. Long 3 for Miguel, yes.
That's about as fluid a form as you will find. Great jump from the legs, pushing through, and then the finish on the arc. Phenomenal shot by Miguel.
Darren tries batting the ball out of bounds, does that. Jags down 1. 2 minutes left in the half. Levi gets it to Mounts. Strother inside to Levi. Levi traveled.
I think the Braves might want to push off there, but I don't think they're going to get it.
Tyvez pulls up on Levi. Yes! That was 2. That was not 3.
And there was literally no room between Levi's hand and Tyvez's face when he put up that shot. Tremendous accuracy under great duress from great defense by Levi.
That foul is going to be on Tyvez. His first. Spencer Levi will go to the line. First one falls, ties the game. James Murray Boyles back in for the Braves. Misses the second. All of that's waved off as Darren was fouled. Foul's on Levi, that's his second.
Great job, though, of penetrating through the defense at a rapid rate, giving the Braves no choice but to come down with contact.
First one's good.
John, you look at how this first half is shaped out. It's been a heavyweight battle all half long.
Well, both teams, Jags 9-3, the Braves are 10-2, both 5-1 in the conference. Darren makes them both.
Showing you why this is a really good matchup.
That's a foul away from the ball. That's Miguel's first foul.
And if both teams have their way, this could be something we see later on, too.
At the line, shooting a pair. First one short. Makes the second. Last minute of the half. Miguel feeling the three.
He's got lightning in his feet, fire in his hands, and he's creating money all day long.
It's 12 points for Miguel. Struthers spins in the lane, puts up the shot, draws the foul, doesn't convert. That was on Darren, his first foul. And Struther will go to the line to shoot a pair. Makes the first. Makes them both.
Half-court pressure applied by really good defense.
Jags holding for the last shot.
From Hamilton.
Darren drives in the lane, gets it batted away. Quickly up the court. That's going to be a travel. Turn the ball over. 2 seconds to go in the half. Jags should go to the locker room with the lead. Tevez heaves it. That's too hard. That's going to be your half. We go to the locker room with the Jags up 45-43. And welcome back to Christenberry Fieldhouse on the campus of Augusta University. Jags are up by 2 here at halftime, 45-43. Taking a look at some of the first half stats. They were the UNC Pembroke, the Braves, were 14 of 21 from the field for 67%, 2 of 4 shooting threes, and they were 13 of 18 from the line for 72%. Jags were 16 of 33 from the field for 49%, 5 of 12 shooting threes for 42%, and they made all 8 of their free throws. Spencer Levi leads the Braves with 11 points. David Struther has 6. Jamal Bryant with 6. Carson Mounts with 5. Cam Hamilton with 4. Akia Pruitt has 4. James Murray Boyles with 4. And Javion Hicks with 3. Miguel Arnold leads the Jags with 12. Dean Williams has 10. Tyvez Monroe with 9. Tyree Myers with 4. Darren Lucas White with 4. Robert Barlin with 4. And Troy Cracknell has 2. Aaron and Raphael did not score. Jags up 2 as we get ready to begin the second half. Jags get the ball to start the second half.
John, it's been an outstanding game so far here in this one. The Jaguars were down by about 8 in the climax of the first half and put on a run to take the lead at halftime.
Couple of good teams. Pembroke 10-2, 5-1 in the conference. Jags 9-3, also 5-1 in the conference. We get underway. Raphael scores the first 2. That does not fall. Ball is out of bounds to the Braves. Into Boyles. Gets it over to Struther. Kinsey drives in the lane from about 12 feet, makes the basket. He's first 2 of the night for Micah Kinsey.
This rate will be scoring in the 90s in this one.
Inside again to Raphael, who scores that basket. 4 quick points for Raphael. Jags up 4. Driving in the lane, batted away by Dean.
Beautiful block and good positioning by Williams on that one.
And scored the basket there for Akia Pruitt.
And he's able to avoid the triple team and score anyway. And you think about that block, this is the perfect time for the Jaguars to take advantage of the height advantage that they now have, as the Braves are without their 6'10" Carson Mounts, who's on the bench to start the half.
Dean gets it over to Tyree on the left side. Tyree comes back top of the key. That's 2 if it goes. Rattles it home. Struther with the basketball, picks up his dribble. Gets it inside to Boyles. Boyles drives baseline, dishes back out. Turnaround for Pruitt, that's short. Tyree finds it and gets away with it. And we'll see who that's going to be on. And they're going to call that on the Braves. That could have gone either way.
Going as a reach. It's on the ground, so gives the Jaguars the ball. This game, in addition to being high scoring, it was a very physical first half as well. Both teams were in the bonus at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
A game like that means foul trouble will come into play at some point.
Tyree drives all the way down the line. And I don't know that the Jags have missed here in the second half. They're up 6. Pruitt scored the basket. He was fouled.
Think about the importance of this game for the Jaguars. According to the standings, the Pacers are all alone in first place at 7-1, but they're one of 4 one-loss teams, and that includes both of these teams here today. So the Jaguars battling for first place, and they'll continue to do so. And I cannot wait for that game here in 2 weeks.
2 weeks from tonight.
The Pacers. That's going to be something.
Pacers are playing this evening, I believe.
As are most of the teams in the league.
Yeah.
The Wednesday, Saturday format.
Raphael gets the ball back. Fronts Boyles. Drives Boyles back. Spins, turns, lays it up and in.
And let's not forget that matchup in the quarterfinals of the conference tournament last season that went to the Pacers a week after the Jaguars beat them on Senior Day here.
Score another basket for Akia Pruitt. Jags can't shake the Braves, still up 4. Miguel on the left side, gets it to Dean. Dean drives, spins, fade away, yes. And we've got a whistle. Not sure what the whistle is.
Nevertheless, it is the first dead ball inside of 16, so we'll have a media timeout.
Here's our media timeout, 15:58 to go. Jags up 57-51. Braves bring the ball across midcourt now. Jags up 6. Struther. Spencer Levi checks back into the game for the Braves. Inside to Levi, all alone, 4-2. Tyree on Struther. Struther on Tyree. Robert Borland back in the game. Tyvez gets it to Tyree. Tyree drives on in, draws the foul.
John, here's the best thing about this Jaguar team. They got some experienced seniors who lead the way, but this is also a very young team. 3 6'8" freshmen.
Yeah. Fouls on Struther, his 3rd. Tyree's at the line to shoot a pair. First one's good. Makes them both. Jags back up by 6. Tyvez and Dean, as seniors, have not beaten UNC Pembroke here in their career.
It's a tough out.
Little fadeaway for David Struther. He's got 2 more. 8 on the night.
This is their last chance to do so.
Mm-hmm. Tybez gets it to Raphael, who swings it right. Miguel looking for Robert. Can't get it to him. Takes it from the free throw line. That does not fall, and Robert might be called for that foul. Let's see. No, called it on Spencer Levi, his third. Darren Lucas White checks back in.
And now the Braves bring back in Carson Mounts, the 6'10". He's a redshirt junior from Elkin, and he poses a big height advantage, and this could help for the Braves on defense against the Jaguars, who can't seem to miss this half.
Darren, little 15-footers, too hard, misses everything. Tybez pulls down that rebound. Tybez takes it upon himself, cannot get the roll. Raphael puts it back up. That does not fall. Braves quickly up the court. That did not go for Hamilton. And a foul on the Jags. Foul's on Tybez, his second. And Tybez will sit. Aaron will check back in. Dean will check back in, and Troy will check back in. And Hamilton drives in the lane, throws up the left-handed shot, good. And they're back within two. Dean is fouled. That's on Mounts, his second. Team's fourth. Murray Boyles checks back in. Now they've got Mounts and Murray Boyles in the game. Mounts out on Miguel, three. $15 for Miguel. Triple team, they get it into Mounts. He loses the handle, gets it back, throws up the shot, doesn't fall. Fight for the rebound. You can hear the slap from here. Count the basket.
Dean Williams doesn't agree with the call. He's suddenly realizing it was on him when the announcement was made.
That's his fourth foul. Now they're going to discuss it.
Did mention foul trouble was going to play a factor in this one.
They're changing it, I believe. Let's see. Maybe not. Yes.
That's why Dean Williams was so surprised when he heard the announcement.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't do it.
It wasn't him, and he was right.
So he is back to 3 fouls. Aaron picks up that foul, his first.
But if you're Dean Williams, you still got to be careful with 3 fouls.
Yeah. Micah Kinsey checks back in for the Braves. Jags lead is 2 again.
And with the Jags offense as hot as it is, a full court press applied by the Braves. And that's a bad reach-in foul.
Hamilton commits that foul.
Jaguars will take it, though. But basically the Jaguars can reset.
Dean drives on Mounts, draws the foul. It's going to be 3 on Mounts. Dean will go to the line. Dean makes the first. Mounts takes a seat. Akia Pruitt checks back in. Dean makes them both. Kinsey with the basketball. Little fadeaway, good. He's got 4. Again, Braves back to within 2. Guerin looking for Dean. He goes baseline. Little spin, doesn't fall. Aaron saves it. He shoots the left 3, no good. And the Braves come away with it. Driving in the lane, no good. Here's our media timeout. We've got 11:46 to go in the ball game. The Jags are up 2. All right, Braves will inbound under their basket. Kinsey dishes off to Hamilton. Gets it inside. Murray with a spin gets it to fall. Boyles, I'm sorry. And we're tied at 64. Taking it baseline, Raphael travels.
Just thought about shooting before he got into position. And it turns into a costly turnover.
Braves can take the lead. Kinsey gets in the middle of everything and gets fouled. That's on Raphael. Third foul on Raphael. Tevez checks back in. Raphael takes his seat. Dean checks back in. Nice play. Pretty basket by Micah Kinsey.
First lead of the Braves, for the Braves in the second half. They led as much as 8 in the first. And they're starting to see the momentum go back onto their side here.
10.5 to go in the game. Tyree tries driving down the lane. He picks up the foul. Cam Hamilton picking up his third foul. Tyree will go to the line. Free throw is too hard, but the Jags come away with it.
This could be one of those games where that could be decided at the free throw line down the stretch. Those free throws are very important here in a close one like this.
Darren tries driving in for the slam, misses that. Tyree thought he batted that out of bounds. Into the corner, Kinsey for three, too hard. Fight for the rebound, goes to the Braves, Hamilton. He takes the shot, scores 3. Braves now up 5. And nice drive down the lane by Tyree. Hamilton drives in the lane, throws up the shot, doesn't get it to fall. Let's score the basket for James Murray Boyles. He's got 8. They're up 5. Ball is stolen away by Kinsey. Nice play. Score the 2 for Micah Kinsey. Dip needs to talk about it. 8.5 to go in the game. Jags now trail 73-66. So while we were away, the announcement that Dean Williams crossed the 1,000-point threshold for the Jags. He becomes the 31st player in school history to do that. He becomes the 11th player under Dip Mitras.
And what an outstanding career he has had. He's a tremendous athlete, and what a great moment for him. He's the second player this year as well. Tyvez Monroe recently eclipsed the same milestone.
Yep, last game. All right, Jags find themselves down 7. Raphael, high arcing shot, no good. Partially blocked. Braves up the court quickly. Then they lose it quickly. They get it to Tyree. Being chased by Strother, but Tyree lays it in. Inside to Levi. Levi just works his way inside and scores the basket. A little too easy there.
Jaguars are getting distracted on defense a little bit. They're not in the bad position, but they're giving the Braves a little bit of easy time to go around them and score the baskets. And I'm sure that's something the Jaguars will discuss here in this media timeout upcoming.
Here it is, 7:33 to go. Jags down 75-68. All right, 7:33 to go in the ball game. Jags now trail by 7 points, 75-68. They've got the basketball. Dean Williams, Tyree Myers with 14 points. Miguel's got 15. Tyvez with 9 could be the fourth Jag in double figures, but again, Jags still trail. Balanced scoring, just not enough of it. Raphael drives all the way in, gets the 2.
In a sense, it's a mirror of the first half as the Braves gradually had the momentum going their way, both this half and last half, before in the end of the first half the Jaguars took it right back from them. We'll see if the Jaguars can do it again here in the second half.
Inside, Pruitt with the right hand shot, good. Quickly inside to Dean. Top of the key, Tyree thought about it, then drives in the lane, lays it up, good.
That was a beautiful move. It totally caught the entire defense of the Braves off guard, allowed him to drive for the basket.
Braves looking inside, get it back to Levi. Over to Strother. Fadeaway banker for Strother, no good. Followed up by Spencer Levi. 17 points for Levi.
This could be one of those games where whoever has the ball last will come out on top.
Jags still trail by 7. Under 6 to go. Dean is fouled.
And these are going to be huge free throws coming for him to cut into this deficit. And if the Jaguars want to do that, now is the time, because if the Jaguars are down by, say, 7 or 5, like in the final minute or so of the game, and are in a position where they have to foul, the foul trouble situation will become a real issue.
Mm-hmm.
So the Jaguars do not want to be in that situation in a game like this.
Dean makes the first one. James Murray Boyles checks back in. Micah Kinsey is back in. Dean makes them both. Kinsey with the basketball, goes for Boyles for the alley-oop. Could not do it. Boyles backs up Raphael, muscles his way in there, cannot convert. And Miguel pulls down that rebound. Tyree turned the ball over. Again, inside, trying to draw the foul. Nice left-handed play by Akia Pruitt. 14 for Pruitt.
Well, the Jaguars are scoring, but the Braves just keep answering every possession, and there's nothing the Jaguars have been able to do about it.
Still down 7. Can't cut that lead. Gonna have a foul on the Jags. Foul's on Miguel. That's his second away from the ball.
And that's a costly foul. And would you start a full court press the rest of this one if you're the Jaguars? We saw the Braves doing it earlier, and that's when the momentum shifted.
They really need the stops. Nice. That's going to be a foul on Dean.
That's number 4. But it was a good job to catch up to him and stop the easy lay-in. And now they're going to make him earn it at the line.
Akia Pruitt will go to the line. Say it was not a shooting foul.
So he won't have to earn it at the line. They're going to have to do it underneath inbounds. So
20 on the shot clock.
It was only the 6th team foul, so not yet the bonus.
Struthers dishes it into Murray Boyles. Follow-up is no good, but we've got a foul. And that's it for Dean. He's done.
And that suddenly makes the deficit seem a lot bigger than it already is.
Yep.
Additionally, Rafael Montero has 3 fouls for the Jaguars. Tyvon Monroe, Miguel Arnold, and Tyree Myers all have 2.
Troy will come in and Dean will check out. Dean with 16 points on the night. First free throw is too hard. Does make the second. Cross court, Tyvez, left hand 3, good. Dip wants a timeout. 3:45 to go. Jags down 5.
So what would you discuss here? What would you discuss here?
I'd see about getting it back in Tyree's hands, going off Tyree, bringing back Tyvez, and since Dean's out, they're allowed to concentrate everything up from the line behind the cherry stripe, above the peach belt. Concentrate everything up there, so
Yeah. So it's okay to get 2 as long as you can play defense.
Yeah. because at this point, you're still in a game where you'd rather get something than nothing.
Yeah.
And where it's not necessarily dire for you to connect on 3.
Yeah, but if you can't play defense, you'll have to play for 3.
Yeah.
Because the 2 is back and forth will cancel out. So this is a full timeout, it looks like.
All right, back at Christenberry Fieldhouse, 3:45 to go in the ball game. Jags trailing by 5, 82-77.
So the Jaguars are applying the full court press here, down 5.
Or a little bit thereof, not some. Ball is saved. And not sure what they called there.
I think they either a moving screen or they stepped on the end line, but the reason the Jaguars were able to force the turnover is they had the perfect switch on the screen, which caught the Braves a little bit off guard.
Break for the Jags.
The little things matter in basketball.
Going to be a reach-in foul on Pruitt. That's going to be his 3rd.
And it'll be a 1-and-1 for the Jaguars.
Rafael Montero will go to the line. He's got 8 on the night. First one's good. Makes them both. Now the Jags apply the pressure. Murray Boyle's all alone on the left side. And that's going to be a foul on Miguel. Third foul on Miguel. He didn't think it was a foul. They never do. Sends Akia Pruitt to the line. That's rough. That's going to be over the back on Jamile Bryant.
And what a swing this is. The Jaguars, off the rebound on the missed free throw, now could cut it to 1 as they're in the double bonus. And it was a 8-point game not too long ago, just like in the first half.
Jags have to make the free throws.
Long way from over in this one.
First one's good. Second one is not.
Jaguars need a stop here. There's no sugarcoating that.
And a big basket there.
The Braves made the Jaguars pay with the zone as the Jaguars, trying the double team, had to scramble around and the Braves found the open look.
Miguel with the basketball now. Jags trail by 4.
He almost traveled.
Push-up shot, no good. And Tyvez commits that foul. Third foul on Tyvez. at the line for the 1-1. That rattles in for Strother. Makes them both. Timeout. 2:30 to go. Jags down 6.
All right, I lost power. Is there a strip or not? Any opening on a strip? Might not be able to do it from way over here.
We'll make it work.
There's not.
If not, I'll just get my computer.
I tried to push it.
All right, Jags have the basketball now, down 6. 2.5 to go in the ball game. Tyree brings it across midcourt. Guarded by Kinsey. Troy has it booted. Inside to Raphael. Back out to Troy. Tyree on the right side. Again, Dean Williams has fouled out. Raphael backs his man up. That's batted away by Pruitt. Miguel caught in the corner, fires to 3. Good. Cuts the margin in half.
Back to a one-score game right here, and this place is loud.
Strother swings it right side to Pruitt. Murray Boyles now back to Strother. Inside to Pruitt. Akia drives in, cannot score. Oh. Miguel loses the handle on it. .91 seconds to go. Hamilton checks back in for the Braves. Hamilton with the basketball now. Under a minute and a half to go. Jags within 3. Does it go? No. Tyree with the basketball. Doesn't have the numbers. Hold up for 3. In. Out.
Heartbreak shot. He did everything right, and it was in the perfect position for him. It just did not go in. It was just one of those.
Foul on the Jags.
You could hear the crowd thinking it was about to go in.
Yep. 4th foul on Tybez. And the Braves will go to the line to shoot a pair. 1:09 to go. Rattles in the first one.
This is about as, besides Education Day last month, this is probably as big of a basketball crowd as I've seen this season. I think they can make the basket move with their noise here.
And makes them both. Kinsey checks back in. Back up to a 5-point lead. 2-possession game. Jags got to get it in. Left all alone. Lays it up and in. Tyree.
Beautiful job getting around the defender, and he had a clear look to the basket.
Was left all alone. Jags back to within 3. And the Braves want to talk about it. 54 seconds to go. The Braves lead the Jags by 3. All right, Braves will inbound. Will the Jags foul? Struther with the basketball. Long 3, short. That's waved off. That's going to be a foul on Miguel. His 4th. It's going to send them to the line. Sends Hamilton to the line.
I think the Jaguars have reached the point in the game where they should start fouling.
Hamilton misses the first. Does make the second. Kinsey back in.
4-point game. Jaguars don't necessarily need a 3 in this situation, but they'll definitely need a basket. And there's no time to waste.
No. 2-possession game. 35 seconds to go. Tyree fires the 3. Good.
That's 21 for Tyree Myers, and it's a 1-point game.
We've got a timeout. 27.2 to go. Jags now down 1. All right, Braves basketball, 27 seconds to go. They're up 1. They get the ball in. He's trapped. He dishes it off. They come away with it. Down the court. Pruitt slams it home.
Well, the Jaguars did the right thing there, even though it didn't work out. They were trying to go for the steal before fouling. Unfortunately, the Braves were able to escape.
Gonna need the 3. Into the corner. He stepped on the line. Tyvez stepped on the line. Gonna foul. Jags would fall to 9-4 with this loss. The Braves move to 11-3. More importantly, Jags fall to 5-2 in the conference, and the Braves move to 6-1.
Jaguars win this game undefeated at home this season. That is in serious jeopardy right now. And looks like the crowd is starting to file out. Still, anything could happen, though. I've seen crazier things happen.
This free throw makes it a 2-possession game. Jags will inbound. They don't want to foul. Across. Troy fires up the 3. Doesn't fall. Taps back up. No good. That's your ball game. Your final score, the UNC Pembroke Braves 93. The Jags 88. As I mentioned, the Jags fall to 9-4 overall. Now fall to 5-2 in the conference. The Braves move up to 11-2 in the season. 6-1 in the conference. Braves are back in action this Saturday afternoon at Christenberry Fieldhouse as North Georgia comes calling. The women will play at 1:30 and the men will play at 3:30. We're going to do a wrap-up, or we're going to, what do you want to do?
We'll do a quick wrap-up.
Okay.
After these messages.
Robert and Blake will do the wrap-up. We'll see you Saturday. Stay tuned for the end of the ballgame.
Appreciate it. John, stay tuned.
Take a break.
All right, thank you, guys.
Good to go.
All right, are we good to go too?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome back to Christenberry Fieldhouse. I'm Robert Ambrose. I'm joined by Blake Collins as we wrap things up here. Blake, the final score, the Jaguars fall to the Braves 93-88. It's the team's first home loss of the season, and UNC Pembroke came into this game tied for first, and it's easy to tell why after seeing the way things went today, as the Braves offense was just absolutely on fire, and the Jaguars offense did well too, but defensively for the Jaguars there was nothing to be done to stop this hot Braves offense.
Yeah, especially when you had 2 or 3 guys that were all over the ball on defense for the Braves, and not only that, a valiant offensive effort from the Jags coming back, tying it up on a pivotal three-point play by Tyree, and then coming back, you saw a replay there with Dean earlier dunking the ball, and a couple other replays there that we showed. But all around today, solid offensive performance from the Jags and the Braves. The defense did apprehend the Jags a little bit from coming back, especially in the final minutes, as you touched on. When you get later on into the final minutes, as the fouls were coming in, the foul trouble kind of kept coming back up and haunting the Jags a little bit there. And Dip had to adjust on the fly. And in scenarios like that, you're scratching and clawing. Just too much time ran out for the Jags here. They had it right where they wanted them. Too much time ran out for the Jags, but at the same time, what performances, man. I mean, you had Tyree with 21 points. Miguel showed up huge with 18. That's big for him.
He was phenomenal, and Myers and Mill, those are two freshmen, so we talk about how great some of our seniors are, and Dean Williams and Tyvez Monroe and Aaron Bird. Williams fouled out today, and that did not help the Jaguars' cause. He fouled out with plenty of time left, and that made it a lot more insurmountable of a deficit for the Jaguars in this one. But both those guys with Myers and Arnold combining for 39 points, those guys are freshmen, so when the seniors are gone next year, Jaguars could still be very good. And this is a very young Jaguars team based on that, too.
Absolutely.
I said the same thing about the women earlier today, who won today in overtime, by the way.
Absolutely.
And they're getting a lot better as well.
Not only that, but you saw a really, really good young center have pivotal minutes in Robert coming in for the Jags in critical situations, scoring baskets, playing good defense. The anchor down low for the Jags has been there all 4 to 5 seasons long. Dean has some help. Dean Williams has some help down low as well this year as he did last year with Kyle Doyle and a couple of others. This year he has Robert, and not only that, but he also has Rafael Montero, which has come up major for the Jags in a lot of games on offense, and he can anchor down the interior on the defense. So overall, a great young team. It's looking very, very fluid, very, very well. The chemistry is there. It's building. The senior leadership will come in. They unfortunately fall here, but they are not out of the 4th spot just yet.
Absolutely not. They were one of 4 teams in conference with only 1 loss. UNC Aiken and UNC Pembroke, who the Jaguars played today, are included as one of those as part of those 4 teams as well. And the Jaguars will host the Pacers on January 30th. That's 2 weeks from now, right here at the Chris. We look forward to bringing that one to you on the Augusta University Athletics Network on YouTube. That's going to be an outstanding game. Let's not forget it was USC Aiken that took the Jaguars out of the conference tournament in the first round right here to wrap up the Jaguars season a week after the Jaguars beat them on senior day to earn that home court advantage, which did not turn out to be much of an advantage when the game arrived.
Yeah, absolutely. And one more thing, too. We talked about how the teams were battling back and forth. What about the wits of both the head coaches from Dip Mitras to Ben Miller and how their strategic games played out? Both were right down to the wire. Both teams fouled at the right times, going down to foul trouble, inserting people in and out. That takes a lot of mental toll and mental stress on you, but it shows you that how tough those 2 positions are. Credit to both those head coaches here, laying it all out on the table in a fantastic and phenomenal game.
It absolutely was. Look forward to many more of those coming. You were talking about Robert Barland and the contributions he had in this game. He's one of 3 6'8" freshmen on this young Jaguars team, so we look forward to seeing how the chemistry will build over the next 3 years, not including this year, with those guys as well.
Oh, absolutely. Not only that, they've got the size, but think about it too. As they progress in strength, as they progress in ability, their speed will also enhance. Their agility will come into play. They will be forces to reckon with for the next 4 years that they stay till they're senior. For as long as they're here, they will be forces to reckon with. And if they go anywhere else, then they will be there as well. But we're glad to have them here. They will definitely wreak havoc in the years to come.
Absolutely. Most definitely. We'll look forward to that. But most importantly, we look forward to the very near future. And for the Jaguars, that will be a matchup against North Georgia Saturday afternoon here in 3 days from now at the Chris. Tip-off will be at 3:30. The women will tip off against North Georgia at 1:30, and then the men will play in Game 2 of the doubleheader, and then they'll do a similar doubleheader on Monday afternoon at that same time against Young Harris to wrap up 3 straight home games over the next week.
One more quick thought before we go. That Young Harris game on Monday on MLK Day for the men's side is going to be crucial because now with Augusta losing twice, Young Harris has 3 losses. So if Augusta does lose Monday, they're tied for the 4th spot. So that is a pivotal game come Monday here at the Crisp.
And Young Harris would have the tiebreaker. And yes, we are looking at projections for the conference tournament, even though there's still a long way to go.
Absolutely.
And between the 4th and 5th seeds, they'd meet in the first round, just like the Jaguars and the Pacers did last year. But the 4th seed would get, of course, home court advantage. And if you're the Jaguars, that's what you'd want. So that's why that game on Monday is going to be so crucial. But the Jaguars' focus right now should be on North Georgia on Saturday and then Young Harris on Monday to wrap up 3 straight home games within the next week. We look forward to bringing all the action to you right there on the Augusta University Athletics Network on YouTube. For John Patrick and Blake Collins, I'm Robert Ambrose. Once again, the final score here tonight, the Braves 93 and the Jaguars 88. Good night, everybody.